Hello, my name is Jesus Castillo, and today we're going to talk about Minitest. Minitest. So Minitest is a testing framework for Ruby. Okay, it lets you write unit tests for your programs. It lets you do TDD, test-driven development. Okay, so there is also RSpec if you prefer that. But this video is about Minitest, and I like Minitest because the syntax is very simple, it's easy to use, it's very Ruby-like. There isn't anything. You don't need to remember a lot of things to use it. Syntax is good, all of that, and also it's the Rails default testing framework. Okay, so let's see some examples in Ruby code. I'm switching my screen. Okay, so you should be seeing my editor now, and let's write some Minitest. So the first thing you need to do is to require Minitest, and we also do this auto run. So what's this? Well, this auto run, what it does is when you run this file, it will also run the test. Okay, so you will see what I mean exactly in a moment. So for writing a test, we first need a class. Okay, this will be our testing class, something like test, whatever, test foo. Then we need to inherit from Minitest test. Okay, so that's the initial setup. If I run this now, we get this output on the right. You can see run options, running. There is nothing here because we have no test yet. Says finish and some stats. It's everything 0 because we don't have any test. So let's write a test. How do you write a test for Minitest? Well, you say you create a method. But something very important about this method is that it needs to start with the word test. Okay? If your test doesn't start like this, then it will not work. So that's important to remember. So test, then you can give it underscore, then you can give it any name you want. The best practice here will be to give it a name that describes what the test is testing, okay? So you could use random letters and that will work, but you want something that makes sense, like test, mini test, whatever. Okay, that's what we're doing, testing mini test. So notice now on the output, something changed there. No, there is a little dot, little dot. What does the dot mean? It means we have one test, right? We have one test right there. And it also means this test didn't fail, okay? So when you have more tests, every dot or every symbol, it can be different symbols. A dot means test is working and it didn't fail, okay? And now if you look at the stats at the bottom, it also says one runs, which is this one test, okay? So now what we are testing right now, nothing. That's why it's working, okay? We're not testing anything yet. We just create like the skeleton. So let's say we want to write a method that knows how to add up two numbers. So first we need to write an assertion. Assertion is this. Assert equal Then we say the expected value, for example, let's say 5. And then we have our code. This could be like a method call, like add two numbers, 2 and 3. Okay, so that's, I believe this is two S's. Let's see. Yes. So you say assert equal what you expect, the expected value. Okay. In this case, we expect 5. And this is your code. Okay. Add two numbers, 2 and 3. So now let's look at the right where the output is for this program. And you can see now that instead of a little dot symbol, we have an E, a capital E letter. What does that mean? It means error. It's E for error. Okay. And also notice now on the below that we have the actual error information, so we can fix it. Okay. So the error is the following: no method error, undefined method add two numbers. Why? Well, we didn't create this method yet. So let's do that. Okay, so now we have the method, and if I run this again, we see different error. It's still the E symbol because it's still an error, and then it says ground number of arguments given 2, expected 0. Why? Well, we're giving it 2 and it doesn't take any. So let's fix that. A and B, run this again, and now we get a different error and a different symbol as well. So notice it says F. F is for fail. Okay, so before it said E, now it says F. When it says F, it means your code is actually working, but it's not giving the output, the result that you expected in there, in the assert equal. Okay, and now if we look below, it says expected 5, and this 5 is coming from here, remember. Actual nil. What does that mean? Well, it means that your code, which is the right part right there, is returning nil. Why? Well, because an empty method like this one, it's empty, doesn't have a body, doesn't have any code inside. By default, it will give nil. So if I do this, it will be the same result. Still an F, still actual nil. How do we change this? How do we fix this? Well, the idea is we need our method to match the expected value. So I could do 1, 2, 3, just so you can see it changes from nil to 1, 2, 3. I could also do just 5, and it will work. But we want to do this right, so we work for any values, for any input. So we can do that since this really easy method. We can just implement it and do A plus B, and that will give us 5. Okay, so now notice how we change again. It's back to the little dot. It means it's working, it's success, your test is passing. So everything is right as you expected. Okay, and that's the time it takes finishing, and that's your stats. Okay, so either in the ideal, when you are done, you want all of your tests to be dots, meaning they are passing, they are working. Okay, and then what you do is you keep adding new tests as you develop your project. You add a new test, a new test, a new test, and keep making progress. Okay, And remember, just as a quick reminder, that you need 3 key pieces to making Minitest work. One, you need a class, and it needs to inherit from Minitest test. Okay? Two, you need a method for every test that you want to create, and it needs to start with the word test and an underscore, and then whatever you want, a description for your test. So that's also very important. And three, you need this word assert equal, and this will be the actual testing part. This will compare this value with this code, whatever this code output is or result is. Okay, so that's your review for Minitest, these 3 essential parts. And I hope you find this useful. Go write some tests now to practice, put this into practice, okay? Don't just try to remember it. Put it to practice right away so you can remember it better, okay? So I hope you found this video useful. Please give me a like if you are watching on YouTube. You can also leave a comment if you have any questions or any comments, feedback, okay? And share this video, subscribe to my channel as well, subscribe to my blog, and all of that, okay? To help more people see these videos and help me grow the channel and the site and make more, even more instructional Ruby videos like this, okay? Thanks a lot for your time. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye. See you in another video.